Hi everyone, it's Olivia here for my Cast Off Thursday video. My apologies for missing last week. Unfortunately, a really good friend of mine passed away, and I was a pallbearer at her funeral, so I was very busy, and it wasn't a good week. And I didn't finish anything because I wasn't really spending my time knitting. So, how have you guys been? I hope you've been really well. I've been doing good, aside from that tragedy. I knew her since kindergarten, and I just have so many stories that I could tell, and I'll just share one that her parents asked me to tell at the wake because they thought it was really funny. So when we were in 4th grade, we were asked to write this paper for our music class, and so we could partner up. So her and I partnered up, and we wrote up this paper, and we hand wrote it because we weren't very good at typing it because we were only in 4th grade, and computers weren't as big as they are now. And so we thought, hey, let's ask her older sister to type this up for us because she obviously is going to be much better at typing than us, and it'll go much faster, and it'll be great. So we asked her to do it, and she agreed, and she typed it up, and then we just turned it in the next day, and a few days later, the teacher came up to us and asked us why we had done this, and I didn't know what she was talking about. I was, this? What is this? What are you talking about? And so she flipped the paper open to this section that said, I wear lacy red undies, because her older sister had just thrown that line in the store or into our paper, and neither of us were smart enough to proofread it at that point. We just blindly trusted her. And so she got really upset at us, and we said, no, it was her sister, it wasn't us, and she didn't believe us, and she was really angry. So Allison and I got into a ton of trouble together, and I remember all of our times together fondly, and she was a really special girl. But on that not so happy note, I will tell you guys about what's been going on with my knitting stuff, because this is a knitting show. Imagine that. So, works in progress. Right now, I'm only working on really one thing. I cast on for this hat that's called, I think, like the St. Vincent cloche, and it's just a felted hat, so it looks like nothing right now. But I'll put a picture of what the hat looks like here. And the other thing, so I finished one thing, or two things, but I don't have one of the things because someone bought it from me, and so that's not around. But I made this hat, which I can't remember the pattern name right now. So, okay. So it looks like on. It looks weird right now because my hair is pulled back, but so that's what it looks like. I knit a hat, the same pattern out of the same yarn, just a different colorway before, and I liked the way that it looked. And it's kind of a multi-colored yarn, but it still has some slight striping in there. It's called JoJo Land Fantasia. And I liked the way the first one worked up so much that I did it again. And it stretches out really nicely after you wear it a few times, and it's kind of just this really comfortable, stretchy, awesome hat. And the other thing I finished is just one of those little headbands that I make all the time. Okay, so the other thing that I was going to talk to you guys about is how I did at the fair. So I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did. I entered 10 things into the county fair, and I got all of my items back now, and I got first place for 5 of them and second place for 5. So I was pretty happy with that, considering they were all just random things that I had laying around the house, because most of my best things that I finished go to other people. So if I finish something and I really like how it turns out, I give it away, and I keep what I don't like as much for myself, because I want to make sure if I'm giving people something, it's the best that I can do, and it's as close to perfect as possible. It's never going to be perfect, but as close to perfect as possible. So I'll do the second place stuff first. So this was in a stocking category, and it didn't have to be crocheted or knit, it's just a stocking. And the one that won was a really elaborately sewn and embroidered one, and so they deserve to win. This is just kind of a cute, fun thing. So all of the patterns will be on my Ravelry page. I'm not going to link all 10 of these, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. That's a lot. So if you find me on Ravelry, my username will be in the description box below. You can just add me as a friend, and I'll add you back. Or you can just creep through my projects, whatever you want to do. So I got second place on that. And I saw that Erin Give Me Yarn 418, she got comments on her stuff from the fair, and I didn't get anything, and I'm kind of bummed because I would have liked to know on some of these things why I got first or second, but I got nothing. This is literally what we get back. We didn't get ribbons. We just got stickers because that's how we do in Minnesota. And let's see. Okay, the next thing, I got second on this dishcloth. It's crocheted. I literally crocheted this dishcloth the day of the turn-in date. I just did it at work. I turned it in. So that's that. This hat got second place for a crocheted hat. And I'm really annoyed because they put the stickers on the buttons, and when they displayed it like this. So it just looks super boring without the buttons. So I was kind of annoyed about it. They did that on a couple of my things, and I was actually kind of peeved about that. Let's see what else. This guy got second place. Some of you might remember seeing this a while ago. Second. What else do I have in here? I think everything else I have got first. Nope, there must be one more thing. Oh yeah, this thing. This is another thing I was kind of ticked about. So I'm not unhappy with getting second in anything because I still get money for just showing off things I've already made, which is kind of crazy. But this is a cowl. I entered it in the scarf category because they said it was fine. Because it's just a kind of scarf. But here's what ticked me off. So this is the right side. You can see what that looks like. But they had it inside out when they displayed it. So they had it like this, which is the wrong side, and it doesn't look as nice. It doesn't look as clean. And so that kind of ticked me off because that may have influenced their decision on why they didn't give me first place because it was inside out. And that was my fault because I gave it to them this way. I gave everything laying the correct way that I wanted it because I knew that there was a potential for that. But nope, no one got that, I guess. So along to the first place things, this got first place in the crocheted baby article. There were some baby blankets that it beat, which I was kind of surprised by, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about you giving me first place, people. And then this got first place in the stocking cap category. And there was like this fair aisle, really nice stocking cap, and this one, and I don't know why, because I don't even really know what constitutes a stocking cap, because I asked the ladies, so if this has a pom-pom on it, does it make it a stocking cap? Because there's a separate hat category. And they said, well, yeah, just put it in. And they just let me put it in. And I got first. I don't know why. This was really easy. It was not challenging. The yarn is not all that nice. Whatever. I don't understand it. That's why I would have liked to have notes. Because I don't have any basis for any of this. This got first place in the any other category. With this little baby cabled hat that I made. And lastly, this hat that I made a long time ago. So this is another thing that ticked me off. This got first place in the hat category. But they didn't put the buttons. They tied this thing around the button, and then they displayed it this way. So you couldn't see the buttons on this one either. And I just kind of thought that was really weird. But what am I? Just a mere mortal. I don't understand the ways of the fair. And the last thing, is this the last thing? Sorry if you can hear the crinkling from the fake. Yep, this is the last thing. I can't count, evidently, and talk at the same time. So, this was under the knitted slippers category, and it got first place. My sticker. Oops. So, yeah, all of these patterns are on Ravelry. I believe all of them are free, too, so you should go check it out. That's everything. I'm really not very exciting this week. I'm outside in my grandparents' backyard, which, I don't know, I'll give you a little tour. They live in the country, and I'm living with them for the next semester or two. Very exciting, I know. Okay, so I will talk to you guys next week, hopefully. Bye.